Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for stopping by Healing Conversations with Z. I'm going to do the sacred geometry message of the day. Um, I would have done it earlier, but I was kind of messing around this morning. And it's kind of weird because right before I did my own personal reading, so I can get myself ready for the day, Divine Masculine hijacked my reading for myself. I think it's for him, but he's asking for help, so I had to kind of do that. And then when I thought the reading was over, I got more messages, and so I had to delve into that. And so I'm not really sure if any of you all are having the same thing. You know, if you're having readings or feelings where they're not really yours, it might be your counterpart. um, it seems to me I've found out that I read that my energy portrays as masculine, even though I think I'm a feminine. um, I'll read from both ends, because I guess I do. My energy can be considered masculine, but when I'm with my divine masculine, my counterpart, who is a male, because I'm a female, I think I'm a divine feminine. But anyway, I'm gonna still read the readings as if I am the divine feminine. I think that's easier for me to mentally understand. And as I say this, I get this feeling in my arms as I'm being held. So apparently that is divine masculine saying, yes, I am a feminine. So I'm going to keep it like that. But anyway, this is for the collective. Um, and so I'm going to ask that the divine enters this reading and he protects it, or, that they protect it. I'm asking that any energies that do not mean us any good in any way, shape, or form to be discarded and go back from where they came from. I'm welcoming the ancestors, the spirit guides, the fairies, the dragons, everybody, because my team, because I know I got a team, and I'm naming some of my team. I know I have dragons, and I know I have fairies, and I know I have my ancestors, of course, because I think my father has come into the reading this morning. He's around here somewhere. He's stepping in, and he's not on this earthly plane. So he's stepping in as well for guidance and protection. So I'm saying that it is done, it is so, and that is it. So let's see what the activation will be for the day. What are we activating? What does spirit want to activate? Because this is like a pre-reading before I actually pull out the other cards. We'll see what the pre-reading is and go from there. What's the pre-reading for the group, for the collective? Spirit, what do you want them to know? Wow, there it is, synergy. I'm not going to really read it yet. I'm just going to pull the other cards out so that we can read them as a group. I'm still getting used to these synergy, these activation cards. I really like them. Bad news about the other. I had spoken about ordering another sacred geometry oracle deck by the same person, Francine Hart, but it was for visionary guidance. I'm not sure if that's the full name of that oracle deck, but it got lost somewhere, and they lost it. Amazon lost it. Let's just pretty much that's it. And because they lost it, I got a credit, and I ordered something else. Matter of fact, I ordered two other decks, but one of them deals with sacred geometry, and I will be incorporating that deck, and maybe the other one too. I'm definitely the other sacred geometry deck that I ordered. If I had seen that deck, probably I would have ordered that before the other sacred geometry deck anyway. So we'll see how that one incorporates it. I liked it because it had a lot of symbolism in it that would go along with these two decks that I'm using now. So we'll see how that goes. I'm supposed to get them tomorrow. Stay tuned. We'll see. I thought I was going to get that other deck and I didn't get that one. Let me think positive. I don't want no negative energy coming my way. All right. So for the collective, what is the sacred geometry message? For the collective, what is the sacred geometry message for the collective to go with the activation card? What? There it is. The labyrinth. That's a maze. That's a tunnel. That's a route. One way in and one way out. Spiritually, you're being guided to look at some things like a maze. You know, where are you going? How are you going to do it? Probably using this synergy. Let's look at this. The frequency of synergy supports our allowance and acceptance of not so obvious, never seen before combinations and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. It reminds us to embrace the familiar so that new yet exciting co creations can give birth to a new reality. I'm going to put a labyrinth book out so I can look at that. But when I see that, I think of a maze. I think of it being one way in and one way out. But in this picture, there's a couple of ways out. It's a way out here and it's a way out here. I thought it was ways out there also. But maybe we're trying to go in instead of get out. Maybe that's what you're trying to do. And maybe that's why this card is out. Let's see. 31. It's a spiritual path. So there is, I'll just read it because I read this before. The labyrinth is an ancient design found in most cultures. Some examples date back more than 4,000 years. Labyrinths have probably always been used as spiritual tools. A labyrinth has only one avenue. Its geometry combines the circle and the spiral into a purposeful meandering path. Yeah, look at all those paths. And there. The way in and way out. There are no blind alleys. A profound tool for meditation, the labyrinth is a metaphor for your spiritual path. So, as a feminist Christian icon, the labyrinth embodies inspiration and represents the hero or heroine's journey. Experiencing a labyrinth induces heightened awareness and can serve as a psychological and spiritual tool for self-exploration. So you're using synergy to go into your spiritual path. And what you might want to do is allow your intuition to lead you on your way, and be open to whatever messages that you get. You need to go into your sacred center, which I would consider this to be the inside your sacred center, so that it can allow you to receive and feel all your emotions and everything, because your emotions will help you. A lot of times people say don't use your emotions, but that's the masculine talking. That's your masculine side, that rigid, non-intuition side, talking, speaking. You should use your feminine, intuitive sides. Let me see what it says for the synergy. And synergy is a 5, which is change, and 31 is a 4. I'll get into that in a minute. Let's go to synergy first. I'm jumping around and I need to stay on target. Okay. The origin of the word synergy comes from working together. And that can be described as a result of something that is greater than the simple sum of its individual parts. In the new energy, we can expect synergy to not only refer to a process with an outcome that is greater, but to one that involves uniting elements, energies, and even undefined attributes to create something that is completely new, different, and unexpected. This brings a wondrous element of magic to the whole process. In this activation, synergy is represented through the uncommon and rather bold choice of color combinations. I didn't even talk about the color combinations on here, so they'll talk about it. By itself, pink represents the divine feminine and attributes of love, nurturing, stillness, and receptivity. And the bright yellow green color represents the new energy through clarity, beauty, and exhilaration. Purple brings in consciousness and insight, while the opening of at the top represents the channel that allows input from a higher place. This communication is taken in, brought to the core, surrounded by loving pink and light, and transcended for release into onto the earth plane in an appropriate energy that is in alignment with the consciousness here. The effects of this release are rippled through the emotional planes, which is water, the mental planes, which is blue, and can even affect us on the DNA levels, the coding in the background. That's pretty interesting. All right, so try this. Take a moment to go inside yourself and think about a situation when seemingly very different people came together and worked toward a wonderful result. Now think about a personal goal of yours. Who can you bring together to help you accomplish your goal? What about a global goal? Can you think about it and do the same? Interesting, because this is a spiritual journey. Using the labyrinth to do that. I should have read the synergy first. Isn't that about something? Let me go back to that. It's actually, you're on this spiritual path and you're using the synergy of all the things we just talked about. So we're activating the spiritual path here. And when you activate it, you're going to use your emotions to see how you can activate whatever it is that you're trying to do. What you need to do is sit in your sacred center. And this, since we're using this as a tool, I would consider the center here to be your sacred center. And really go inside, go within yourself to see what it is that you're trying to learn, activate, bring into being on this path. And look at this. As I was reading, there is the way into this path, and it spoke about that, and there's the way out. And here's the same way here. You can go in, and this is whatever way you're going to get into the path there, but here you can go out this way, or you can go out this way. You have a choice here on your spiritual path. So I need to remember to prompt you all to write down whatever you're searching for before I pull these cards, because then you could look at the message from that viewpoint. What I will do though, since we're still here, since we know it is a spiritual path, I have this other deck that I was Divine Masculine made me pull these out, and so I'm gonna pull them out for you. I'm gonna use them again for you all, and let's see what card pops out so we can see what message is coming from this deck as well. What is the message using synergy and the labyrinth, or for the collective who are on their spiritual path? What message what card can you give them? What's the message? Oh, there it is. The moon is hidden. Take notes of intuitive messages. That's what you can do. That's what can help you while you're on your spiritual path, your journey. Because while doing so, you're gonna get new ways of functioning, thinking, relating, and loving, being. Whatever is unfamiliar, and the moon definitely holds hidden things. Whatever is hidden while you go into your intuitive messages, they will allow you to open up to whatever you need to know while you're on your spiritual path. Pretty cool. Never did that. So I'm doing new things myself. So I'm gonna partake this message for myself as well. And it's showing different phases of the moon as well. So while these different phases are going on, let me do it this way because I'm not actually facing the card, the deck, the camera. While these different phases of the moon are in effect, you should listen and take note of take note of your intuitive messages, and actually you should write them down. I don't know if I've mentioned it before. I probably have, but I write down when I do my own personal introspection readings for myself. When I pull these cards for myself, my cards, I write them down, and I write the messages that I get or the messages that are given to me so that I can meditate on them and see how I can apply them to what's going on in my life. And actually, like I said, I did mention it because Divine Masculine hijacked when I did my own personal reading. So, Divine Masculine, I hope you are taking note of this for yourself as well. So I think that's the end of the reading. I got a good message here for you all that you're going to be using synergy while you're on your spiritual path, and so you're going to be you need to take note of the intuitive messages that you receive during the different phases of the moon cycle. Alrighty, thank you all for stopping by. I am going to do some more messages. There was a message from a Divine Masculine that I need to do a message. I'm going to do it right now while it's still with me. I don't think it's my masculine, so it might be. Who knows? But it was a masculine energy. I didn't really go in depth to it, but I'm going to go back and investigate that a little bit more. So I'm hoping that you all gain some information, messages, spiritual food for your soul, and it will help you while you're on your journey. Until next time, peace. Take care.